Hi again, my Cougar Caravaggios, my Moores Michelangelos, my Rosses Point Raphaels. This lesson is specifically for the first grade students of Rosses Point and Moores. And if you're not a first grade student, well, you should leave the room because this lesson is not for you. But if you are a first grader, if you're a Cougar and you're feeling creative, we're going to play Mad Scientist today because we're going to create robots. Robots to help us take over the world or maybe just keep us company. I guess that's going to be up to you. But if you're ready, we'll get started. And the first thing that you have to do is to get two pieces of paper. One piece of paper looks like this. It's got two big boxes and four half circles that say head, neck, hand, and foot, foot. After you get one of these, you also need to get another slightly smaller piece of paper in a different color, or the same color if you want to. I think it looks a little bit better if they're two different colors. But if you want to make it the same color, that's okay. And on this smaller piece of paper, it says leg, leg, arm, and neck. So I'm going to pause the video right now while you get those pieces of paper. And when you do, have a seat and take out your glue stick and a pair of scissors. Everyone got a pair of scissors and the two pieces of paper? Well, if you do, we'll get started. And with either piece of paper, it doesn't matter which one you start with, you're going to cut the bold black lines. So right along here and the half circles, and we're going to separate the two boxes, and we're going to cut as much as we can right on the black line. Sometimes people have the tendency to cut next to the black line because they don't want the black lines to show. You don't need to do that because we're going to flip the paper over so that you don't see the black lines. So as much as possible, you want to cut right on the black lines. And if you haven't started doing that, go ahead and start doing that right now. It's not a race, so take your time. And if you need a little bit more time, well, we can pause the video while everybody gets caught up. Like I said, there's no sense in rushing because you have to wait for everybody else before we go on to the next step. Now, when you cut out the big piece of paper, you should have 6 pieces. You're going to have 2 squares and 2 half circles that say foot and 2 half circles that say hand. And this extra piece of paper can look something like this. Well, you can throw this away because we don't need it. After you've cut out the one piece, we're going to take the other piece of paper and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut right along the bold lines. Got 2 legs, cut right down the middle. I'll do the same thing with the arms. And if you look closely at the piece of paper that says neck, you'll see that there's a little piece on the top and a little piece on the bottom that's kind of gray and shaded in. You don't need that. So I'm going to cut right along this bold line right here and right here, because otherwise the neck is going to be a little bit too long. Now, when I've cut out my 5 pieces from the smaller piece of paper and my 6 pieces from the larger piece of paper, I'm going to set them down. I don't need my scissors anymore, so I can put these away, and I'm going to take out my glue stick. And when we start gluing, we're going to start with this piece right here. But I'll pause the video for just a little bit to give everybody a chance to get all their pieces cut out, and as soon as everyone has their pieces cut out, well, then we'll continue. Well, like I said, we're going to start with the head. And if you look at the piece of paper that says head on it, you'll see that there is a little gray area right here. There's a little gray box and it says neck. That's where I'm going to put my glue. I'm going to put glue right here on this piece, and I'm only going to put it in this little gray box. So I put the glue right here, and since it says neck, that's the piece that I'm going to take. I'm going to take the little piece of paper that's a different color that says neck, and I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to do it so that I can see all of the words. The other side is completely plain, but on this side, got one piece that says head and one piece that says neck. So go ahead and do that now. Well, once you've done this, we're going to glue the neck onto the body. So this is the body, and guess where we're going to put the glue? You're right here where it says neck. So take out your glue stick and put glue right here in this little gray box that says neck. Then I'm going to take that same piece that I just did, and now I have connected my head to my body. And if you haven't done that yet, go ahead and do it now. Well, I think most of you probably figure out the way the rest of this is going to go. In all of these boxes right here, this is where I put the glue. So I'm going to put all the glue just on the body, not on the little pieces. I'm going to put the glue on the big piece that's a square. So right here where it says arm and arm, I'm going to put some glue right there. And I'm going to take the arm and I'm going to put it right here. And remember, you can read all of the words. If you haven't started doing this yet, you can go ahead and get started now while I'm working on mine. Here's the arms, and of course I'm going to do the same thing with the legs. I don't put glue on the little pieces, I put glue on the body. So I've got glue right here and right here. And now my robot has got a neck, he's got a head, he's got a body, and arms and legs. And we'll give everybody just a little bit of time to get all caught up. And as soon as we're done that, we're going to proceed with the hands and the feet. Well, when it comes to doing the hands and the feet, again, it makes a difference where we put the glue. And this little box will tell you exactly where to put it. We don't put it on the arms, we don't put it on the legs. We're going to put it on the hands because there's a little box right here. So I put glue right here where it says hand, and then I put the arm on top of the hand. And you can see how the arm covers up part of the hand, but when you turn it over this way, the hand covers up part of the arm. So go ahead and glue on the hands and the feet, and remember, you put glue on the little pieces. This one says leg, so I'm going to put glue right there and then attach it to his leg. I'm going to put the leg right in the little gray box that I glued. Go ahead and continue with the arms, the hands, and the feet, and then we'll pause for just a minute and wait for everybody to get caught up. Well, now I've glued the head, the body, the neck, the arms, the legs, and the hands and feet on my robot, and when I turn it over this way, you don't see any of the words. This is where we're going to draw the gadgets and the buttons and the knobs and the face for our robot. And this is actually my favorite part of the project because this is where your personality and your individual artistic expression really comes through. So any way that you want to design your robot, you can make him look like a character from Minecraft. You can make it look like a boy, like a girl. It can be a friendly robot. She can be a sinister robot. Maybe your robot has one eye. Maybe your robot has two mouths or no mouth. Anything that you want to do, You can name your robot if you want to. And I'm going to take a little break and work on my robot, and you work on yours. I would highly recommend that you take a pencil and draw all your lines. And if it really looks good, if you like the way it looks, then take maybe a black marker or a black color pencil or crayon, go over your lines, and that'll give them a lot of pop. So you can really see things, and they'll really stand out much better. And after you've designed it and you've gone over it with a black marker, you can take crayons or color pencil, and you can color your robot any way that you want. I hope you enjoy working on your robot, and I can't wait to see it. I'm going to take a little time to work on mine, and then maybe we can share them together in just a few minutes. Well, my robot is all finished. I think she looks kind of neat. More importantly, I had a good time creating it, and I hope you have a good time creating yours. Remember that your robot does not have to look anything at all like mine. It's important that it shows your personality. So whatever you want to do, whatever kind of face or details you want to put on your robot, that's completely up to you. I can't wait to see your robots. I hope you enjoyed working on this project. I can't wait to see you guys in class. And until we get together again, stay creative, stay safe, stay Cougar strong. We'll see you soon.